My book, Between Death and Life, tells the story of what happens when you die, what does it feel like when you die, and where you go afterwards. These are questions people have asked it for all of eternity. Everybody wants to know what happens, where do you go? Well, I found the information from hundreds and hundreds of people because when I took them through the past lives, I would also take them through the death experience. Each one was reporting the same thing. They all reported what happens when the soul actually leaves the body, and they were all reporting the same places that they went to on the other side. And when I've lectured on this book, people say, "Isn't that title wrong? Shouldn't it be Between Life and Death?" No, because it has a different meaning. Between death and life is a whole other existence on the other side as we make our plans to come back into this lifetime. But I put all of these cases together and I found they were all saying the same thing about the different places you go on the other side. Now, you will only go to the place that you vibrate at. Your frequency and vibration has to be at a different level to go to the level that you are adjusted to. You can't go to a higher level because your frequencies and vibrations won't match that. So hopefully when you're on Earth, in the school of Earth, you will have learned enough to take you to the next level when you go on to the spirit side. But it's beautiful over there, and I have not found any hell. There is no hell. Everything I've found is beautiful. They're the simple places that are very much like what the church calls heaven, where you can live in a house if you want to, and you can live with your departed family, or you can have any kind of a life that you want. They're beautiful gardens. Or if you are more evolved, you will go to the schools. And that to me is the most fascinating places because the schools have all the knowledge that ever was and all the knowledge that ever will be. And we're attending these schools when we're on the spirit side, getting information that will help us when we come back. Also, another beautiful place is what I call the Temple of Wisdom complex. There they have the healing chambers. If people have died of devastating illnesses or very tragically and suddenly, they will go to the healing chambers where they can be healed before they can go on to the other parts of the spirit world. But also in the Temple of Wisdom complex is the Tapestry Room that contains the history of everyone that has ever lived on Earth as threads in this gigantic tapestry. Another part of the Temple of Wisdom is the library. That's my favorite place, is the library. In the library are what people call the Akashic records. This is what Edgar Cayce called them whenever he discovered them. The Akashic records are the records of everything that has ever happened to you. This life, all the other lives you've ever lived. And they come in many different forms. Many people see them in a book form. Other ones can see them as holographic images on walls. But in that library are also all the wisdom, all of the answers. There are books that contain everything that has ever been written and everything that ever will be written. And each of you have a book in that library. So when I go there, I like to ask all kinds of questions because that's where you can find your answers. But the spirit side is all full of wonderful things there because you also make your plans before you come back into the next life. And you have boards and councils and your guides and your guardians and your masters and elders that help you to make the decisions of what you're going to do the next time you come back into a life. So it's quite a busy place, and it's a very interesting book talking about everything that happens before you come back to the school of Earth. This is Between Death and Life.